Hey guys, Micah here. Today I wanted to talk about a topic. Today's topic is Devil May Cry and my experiences with the game series as a whole. It started about 4 years ago. As I got into high school, I went on YouTube and I just watched random videos, and there was this game series that kept popping up called Devil May Cry, and that got me interested. As I was like, "Ooh, this sounds good, I guess," because it kept popping up on my YouTube recommended feed. So I caved in. I bought it on the PS3. I bought the HD collection. I played 1, 3, and 2 because 2, from the very beginning, I knew nothing about the series. It's just an actual action series, And at that time, I was playing Kingdom Hearts 2, so I said, let me give that a try, And I've played Devil May Cry 1. I loved it, I was gonna make my ways through Devil May Cry 2, and I wasn't feeling that game, so I skipped the 3. Eventually, I did beat 2, but I just skipped the 3. 3 was fun, but it was up to the first boss, which I couldn't beat for a while, so that's why I went back to 2, finished 2. 2 felt so empty, I couldn't physically just play 2 sitting down for the whole day. I had to take breaks, And then when I moved to 3 and I beat Cerberus and I kept going in the Terminator grew and beat the whole game and got to Virgil, first boss. He was hard, that was a challenge I had to overcome myself, and then playing it, then watching Dante beat Dante, it's just, the series was so fun at the time. And the only console I had at the time that I was playing was my PS3. I didn't have a PS4, I didn't have a Wii U, I didn't have a Switch, I didn't have an Xbox One, just my PS3, And it was the hot summer days where I had a fan in my room. I didn't even have AC at that time, And I just sat down and played it, and I enjoyed it. It's like one of those summer memories which you can't forget. And immediately after, I went to the mall, and luckily the GameStop over there was still selling PS3 games, and luckily they had Devil May Cry 4, which I immediately bought. It was $15 because it's a almost 10-year-old game. Actually, it is a 10-year, no, almost a 10-year-old game at that point. So it was dirt cheap. I played it. I loved it. Nero was a weird introduction into a different type of playing style, because at that time I only played Dante and Virgil, and I didn't play Lucia's campaign in Devil May Cry 2 because I really don't want to touch Devil May Cry 2 again for no reason, and I just don't want to touch it. It's just a bad game overall. It's just boring and bland. It's like those early Unreal Engine 3 games on PS3 or Xbox 360, which you play is just dirt Dre. I'm talking about, like Gears of War, but Gears of War, that was aesthetic. Like other games, it was just dark for no reason. And Dante, he's something wrong with him. I don't care, but Devil May Cry 4 was such a departure from. It was just so fun, like playing Nero. I started to like him. I love his double arm and stuff like that. How he could grab enemies from far away. And playing Dante and being able to style switch on the fly, because the PS2 wasn't strong enough to allow Dante to style switch. So you had to stick with the style. It was either Gunslinger, Swordmaster, Trickster, or Royal Guard. And having that at your D-pad, accessibility was just so fun, And then it was that E3, I believe in 2017, they announced Devil May Cry 5, which I was so hyped about because I just played the 4 games, and now they're announcing a 5th one. I'm not like the rest of everybody who was waiting since 2008 to get a 5th entry, those poor people. But I waited. My mom, luckily, she's an angel. She got me Devil May Cry 5 day 1. I played through it. I did get my PS4 at that time, and I played through Devil May Cry 5. I loved it. It was so amazing. And I bought it again on PC. And yeah, after that, I got a summer job. I saved the money, bought a PC, bought Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition because that had Virgil, and I didn't buy a Special Edition for PS4 just because I had it, and I thought there was no point of getting it again, and I was sorely wrong. Virgil is still amazing. I think Virgil is the best character in the Devil May Cry series because you can unlock everything right before the final boss, and you have everything. You have all the money, or red orbs I should say, to buy everything he needs, because only thing he has is his sword, his throwing swords, his base sword Yamato, and not Rebellion, Force Edge, his father's sword, and that's the only thing he has. Or the fist, I forgot the name of Beowulf, and just having all those, just it's not even that much in his arsenal like Dante, because Dante, he has so much stuff, and having the money and just grinding the game to get it all is kind of a tedious chore. But once you do, you have fun with it. But Virgil, he's just fun off the bat, you know. He's a reward for you being in the game with Dante, and having him, I really ran through Devil May Cry 3. It didn't take me that long. It took me like 3 hours, I believe, while Dante took me like 11 or 12 hours. And in Devil May Cry 4, I immediately chose his campaign, and I was just defeating bosses no problems, you know. And in Devil May Cry 5, even though he's not available because I don't know why, modders have hacked his model into the game, which makes him playable, and he is a little like a little broken, not like broken in the sense like, I mean, he is overpowered, say that, but like he's not finalized to be playable, you know. There's some stuff that's wrong with him, and everybody's waiting for the special edition of Devil May Cry 5 to come out when it gets announced, because Capcom has not announced that, but people are like leaning towards the fact that it should come out, because why not, you know. Like a lot of, since Devil May Cry 3, there has been a special edition for each and every game, and that has included Virgil, and for them not to have a special edition is kind of weird, you know. But other than that tangent, yeah, I played Devil May Cry 5, I loved it, so I finished the whole timeline of the original series. Then I got the DMC remake, you know, the Dante game, which when I was a kid, I didn't know what Dante was, you know. My first introduction, technically, of Devil May Cry as a whole, not Devil May Cry, but Dante, was seeing him on PlayStation's Battle Royale, or All Stars, I should say, as that Dante figure, which didn't amuse me, you know. He was kind of boring looking. I didn't care. I saw Kratos, I chose Kratos, but seeing him, I was like, let me get the game. It's not fun. Steam still has the original game with all the shitty controls and stuff like that. You can't even like aim at, like, you can't even lock onto an enemy for some reason. It's just automatic, and I don't like that. That's not Devil May Cry, so I'm not playing that game. I just don't want to. I'm not buying it again. I really don't want to finish it. I have no obligations to finish it because I really don't care. But that's my take on Devil May Cry. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for listening, and peace.